All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Pokemon, and in today's video, I want to talk about the Special Delivery Pikachu coming back down to earth in price, and what this might mean as far as when we're going to receive the announcement of the Special Delivery Charizard going live on the Pokemon Center website. So, the Special Delivery Pikachu was a promo that came out last year in conjunction with Vivid Voltage, the release of that set. It was a special card on the Pokemon Center that came free with a purchase. I think it was $20 or $50, but it was basically a free card that you got for buying something on the Pokemon Center website. This promo went absolutely insane, and for the majority of the beginning of the year, this was selling for well over $1,000 all day, easily, in a PSA 10. Now that price is coming back down to earth. So lately, these couple listings here, it's been selling for under $900. Apparently, this best offer is the main one. This sold for apparently $875 according to Stock Market. They have this card listed at $875, which represents a 43% drop from the peak that it hit, which was $1,526 in just February of this year, late February of this year, 2021. So let's go over to that listing here. So where did I put it there? There it is. Okay, so $1,526. That sold by a seller called Auction 1 Cent with 446 feedback. That was kind of the peak of the Special Delivery Pikachu, but at this point in time and for the beginning of the year, this was a card that had a crazy amount of hype. This one has a swirl too. A lot of people are so obsessed with having a swirl on their card. I don't really get it, but a lot of people really want to have the swirl with their PSA cards. But this one had a swirl, sold for $1,526. Crazy hype around this card all year long. So in addition to all these listings that were selling, there's one for $1,000, which is kind of a random one with all these ones selling for around $900 and a little bit under. There's one for $810. Now, granted, this one that sold for $810, the seller only had 26 feedback, which could have contributed to the lower sale price. But I think it's interesting that this card is coming back down to earth with the closing of PSA, and you're seeing these retracings in price from the first edition base set Charizard, the base set Pikachu, the Evolutions Charizard, some of these cards that we've talked about on the channel lately that have been dropping in price, and seeing these significant price corrections of a pretty substantial margin. We're talking 20, 25 plus percentages on most of these cards. These are like the iconic crown jewel cards, base set Charizard first edition, base set first edition Pikachu. These cards dropping drastically their PSA 10 values. So I think a lot of this has to do with PSA closing. I think PSA shutting down until July or whenever they supposedly are going to reopen has had an impact on the PSA market, which I think is interesting because honestly, when you think about it, you would think the PSA supply would be less if less people are sending cards to PSA because they're shut down. In theory, they'd be putting less cards out onto the market. So you would think that demand would be a little bit higher while PSA shut down, but it's not. And I'm wondering if the Pokemon company is taking note of this when it comes to the Special Delivery Charizard, because a lot of people, this is the question that everybody has: are we ever going to get the Special Delivery Charizard, or is Pokemon Center just never going to release it? This was teased, I believe it was in one of the ETBs. So this card was teased last year. The image was leaked from a booklet from one of the Sword and Shield sets. I forget which set it was. But ever since this image came out, everybody was super hyped on the Special Delivery Charizard because of the fact, of course, it's a Charizard card and Charizard gets all the hype. But it's also got a Special Delivery Pikachu on the card. The fact that Pikachu was a card that you could get for free with a purchase from the Pokemon Center, which was a pretty marginal amount, $20 or $50, this free card is exceeding $1,000 in a PSA 10. Crazy inflated price point. Everyone saw what happened with that, and everyone wants a Special Delivery Charizard. Whether you're a scalper or a collector, everybody wants this card to come out. I want this card to come out. I want this in my collection. I want to get it graded, and I want to put it in with all my other cards and hold on to it for the next 20, 30 years. I think it's an awesome looking card. It's got Pikachu. It's got Charizard, the two iconic characters. It's great, but the question is, when is this card going to come out? Because ever since it got teased, the Pokemon company has been pretty much radio silent on the Special Delivery Charizard. Everybody thought maybe with the 25th anniversary, when that came around in March, that would be the big release. Some people thought maybe with Battle Styles, that would be the release. But time and time again, these big milestones hit that we thought maybe that'll be the one. Special Delivery Charizard never came out. We never heard anything else about it. All these big things happened, especially Pokemon Day, which a lot of people thought was going to be the day for it to come out. Didn't come out. But I'm wondering now if the Pokemon company is observing what's happening now. The interest might be dropping. The prices are certainly dropping on PSA cards. The frenzy seems to be going down a little bit. The Pokemon frenzy that was that sort of late 2020, early 2021, where everybody was just, Pokemon was hitting a fever pitch. Cards are sold out everywhere, which they still pretty much are. You can't go to Target or Walmart anymore and find a booster pack for retail value. It's kind of crazy still, but things are definitely slowing down. And I think PSA closing played a big part in that, because especially people that are doing, the scalpers that are doing this to flip cards immediately, grade cards out of these sets, and then just immediately turn around and flip them and not hold on to these graded cards at all. That might have deterred from some scalpers. Now they know they can't send any cards to PSA. Whatever the reason is, the PSA closure seems to have been a catalyst for a lot of prices dropping in PSA cards. Whatever that reason might be, curious to know your thoughts in the comment section below on why the PSA closure would lead to a drop in the price of cards, because it is an interesting phenomenon. But I'm wondering, here's the interesting thing. The next set that's due out for Pokemon, let's go over to it here, is Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign, which by the way, I think is going to be one of the best sets in the Sword and Shield series. I think Chilling Reign is going to be the most anticipated, and it's got really, really cool artwork in that set. I think this is a really phenomenal set, and that's due out June 18th. PSA said they would be reopening in July. So I'm wondering if the Pokemon Center is watching what's happening right now with all these prices dropping. It seems like interest might be dropping a little bit, and it seems to coincide with the fact that PSA is down. So this frenzy to get cards now, grade cards now, sell cards now, that frenzy seems to be dying down a little bit. So I'm wondering, since they released the Special Delivery Pikachu in conjunction with Vivid Voltage back in, I guess it was November, if they're looking to release this Charizard card with a set, and they don't want their market to crash, or they don't want their website to crash, and the reason why they haven't released it yet, and this is the theory that I buy into, is because they want to make it fair. They want to make sure they have enough of these cards available to the people that want it, that it's not going to be like a 10-minute window where the site just crashes, people bought the site, and all these people just come in and take all the cards in 10 minutes and nobody else can get one. I think, A, they want to have enough supply, so they're probably working on, now they've got those new printers, they're probably working on printing more of these cards, having more availability, having more stock for when the release does happen. But I think it is also noteworthy that interest seems to be dropping a little bit, coinciding with that PSA shutdown. And I'm wondering if they kind of sneak in the drop of this Special Delivery Charizard with Chilling Reign while interest is down, while prices are falling, while people aren't really expecting it, and maybe they're not looking forward to it as much because, like I said, the interest seems to be dropping a little bit. And I think a lot of people are speculating now that the Charizard card is going to come out in conjunction with the 25th anniversary set, the special set coming out in October. And I wonder if the Pokemon Company thinks that too. If they think that most people are just assuming it's not going to come out until October, and they just want to do a surprise drop, catch people off guard, and drop it in June, right before PSA reopens, while interest is probably at its lowest, because the interest is probably going to ramp back up when this 25th anniversary set comes out. Based on a lot of the theories and the rumors that I've heard about that set, it's going to be an amazing set. Whatever they do, it's going to be something that collectors really want. It's going to have a lot of, it's got to have a lot of nostalgic. It's the 25th anniversary, so it's going to be a set that I think brings a lot of new people back into the hobby, and maybe new people into the hobby that weren't in it before. So anyway, I think the interest is going to peak again in October. I think there's going to be a lot of people getting back into Pokemon when that set drops in October. I think the perfect time for the Pokemon Company to sneak drop this Charizard would be with the release of Chilling Reign on June 18th, 2021, before PSA reopens. I think that would be the best bet. You've got people selling pre-sales of this card for $400 or $500, pre-orders, and there hasn't even been a date announced. And you got to think a lot of that is people that want to grade this card immediately and flip it. A lot of people probably want to be the first person to have a graded copy of this card sell on eBay, like we saw with the McDonald's Pikachu. But now with PSA closed, no one can do that. You can't do a walkthrough submission with PSA. You can't do one of these Super Express PSA orders. They're down. So my speculation on the Special Delivery Charizard, I don't think the Pokemon Center, I don't think the Pokemon Company scrapped this idea. Some people were floating the idea that maybe they just scrapped it all together because there was too much hype, there was too much demand, they didn't want to cause a frenzy, they didn't want their website to crash. I think that's nonsense. I think when you've got a promo card on your hands, because the point of a promo card is to drive interest to the site. They want people to come to the site and buy something else to get the promo card. They want people to want the promo card. So the idea that too many people are interested in their promo, so therefore they're not going to release it, makes no sense. They want the interest in the promo card. They want these sales. They want people to come to the website wanting this card. So I think they just want to be prepared. I think they want to have enough copies of this card, 1, and I think 2, they want to strategically release this card where maybe the interest isn't at a fever pitch like it was in late 2020, very early 2021. And I think the perfect opportunity would be a sneak drop right when Chilling Reign comes out in June. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about that theory. I think it's a pretty sound theory, to be honest. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet already. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Pokemon, signing out.